So Neil, 3 points away from home, good way to start the new year?
Most definitely, yeah. I've said to you before, we need to improve our away form going into the second part of the season. And superb win. Thought we started really slowly. First 15-20 minutes, Nantwich were bang at it, moved the ball really quickly, and they'll blow a lot of teams away in this league in that first 20 minutes, and you've got to stay in it. And we did stay in it, but we didn't play particularly well that first 15-20 minutes. Struggled with their shape. Their full-backs were playing like wingers, and they're playing like a 2-4-4 formation, and we struggled with it. And like I say, more often than not, they'll blow teams away, but stayed in it, stayed strong, and the longer the half wore on, we kind of got to grips with their shape a little bit, and and forced them to make errors. Front three started pressing in the right areas rather than tucking back in and making it a midfield five, and they play high risk football, and when you play high risk football across your own box, when you've got pace and strength and endeavour like we've got, you're going to make mistakes at this level, and that was our game plan, to try and get them to make mistakes. They did it on the edge of the box, and we punished them, and scored a good goal. Second half, they had a lot of the ball, and we've rode our luck a little bit. They've hit the bar. Adams pulled off a great save from a free kick, but having said that, we've forced them into another error, in terms of the keeper coming off his line, and because the ball into that final third was dangerous, so he rushed off his line and got himself sent off. And then we've had a couple of other opportunities second half where we perhaps should have won by a greater margin, and didn't punish them. But like I say, rode our luck a little bit second half because they've had some decent opportunities. But when things are going well, which they are, we're winning games, we're playing well, the spirit's good, confidence is really high. You earn that little bit of luck, and it was on our side today.
As you say, your goal came from their mistake, but Isaac had to be alive to the chance. It wasn't like it was presented to his feet.
That's right. I mean, they played across the third, on the edge of their box, haven't they? It's a brave thing to do at any level. You see it now in the Premier League that there's a certain way of playing, or so-called certain way of playing. But I just think at this level of football, it's very high risk. And we've got pace in those areas, especially high up the pitch. We've got technical ability high up the pitch. And to play as risky as they did, especially in that period when we were just getting into the game as well, they've really gifted us the goal.
And I thought after you got the goal, the team seemed to gain confidence, and you sort of improved that, and started the second half much better. Yeah,
well, you got something to hold on to then. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't backs to the wall today. They've had a lot of the ball, but you're right, we gained confidence from scoring that goal. But I think it was just that to get in at half time 1-0 was massive for us, because there were certain things that got better as the first half wore on, but we couldn't get that information onto the pitch to let the lads what we wanted them to do. The object today was to make sure to try and stop their fullbacks getting involved and getting 2v1s down the side. And you can't fault our endeavour from the two wide players, Isaac and Josh, by tracking their fullbacks, but they were tracking them too deeply. They were ending up on James Bowen and Studgy's toes. And you have to gamble a little bit and try and press the two centre halves, but then when they do go out to the fullbacks on the halfway line, try and get out to them as quick as you can and stop the threat. And I thought second half we did that a lot better, and the last 20 minutes of the first half we did that a lot better. And you could see from the pattern of the game, after about 25 minutes of the first half, we got into the game, we looked more of a threat, and their enthusiasm, their confidence to get that first goal kind of drained a little bit, and we kind of got a foothold in the game. And like I say, a couple of minutes ago when I said to you, that first 15-20 minutes they'll blow teams away because they're a good side.
And then obviously they get their goalkeeper sent off with about 15 minutes to go, but strangely after that they seem to have more chances. They ended the game really strong.
Yeah, well, they're a good side. They are a real good side. They've been together a couple, 2 or 3 seasons at this level, and they're a good side. They know each other's game inside out. They got good players on the bench coming on, make good substitutions to affect the game, but that hurt them a little bit, the sending off. But like I say, they are going to have more of the ball. They're at home, they're on a good surface, and they pop it around well. But I just thought there was a real endeavour and desire to not get beat today from us. And don't get me wrong, a little bit of luck along the way, they hit the bar and that, and like I say, Adams saved the free kick. but that luck's with us at the minute.
With a lot of other games being called off today, it was important that you played first of all to gain one of those games back and to get a win.
Huge week for us, and I think, well, we've made the squad aware coming into the new year. This week is massive for us because I felt today, and I've got no problem in telling everybody, I think it's game on for us. If we win today, 32 points, home game coming up on Saturday, which we'll be doing everything that we've done today to make sure we get 3 points. If we can be sitting on 35 points at 4:45 next Saturday with 3 or 4 games in hand on most, that's the turn of the halfway through on 35 points. I'm happy, and like I say, with games in hand, there'll be 1 or 2 looking at us and thinking, Stafford are in good nick still, and they keep winning, keep picking up points, and I'm hoping that we have an improved second part of the season, better than the first part of this season. This season, that it's improved, and pick up more points, and hopefully push on up the table.
Obviously, Kyle Perry came off during the second half, and he pushed Josh up front on his own. He seems to do pretty well up there. For his size, he's very strong.
Yeah, he held the ball up well. Pezza was doing well, doing okay. Pezza helps us out from set pieces for and against, and I just felt that the ball wasn't sticking well enough. And Jack Sherratt is full of energy, whether that's down the middle or down the side. Energy levels are fantastic. So we just got Tim on, trying to give us a little bit more ball retention. We know Josh is a strong boy down the middle, and it did stick off him. And we just thought we could get Tim Sanders on the ball and get the ball out to Jack Sherratt, and all the running he was doing, try and cause some problems down the sides rather than just down the middle. It worked. It worked, and we've got to use the squad. We've got to make substitutions and use the squad. Same 11 most weeks. Same 11 or 12, 13 players, and we've got to try and utilise everybody and make the changes that we see throughout the game, and make the change that we think we can affect the result. And I think it has today.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
No worries. Thank you. Cheers.